Right, so repatterning the body, I'll start with that, is, so many people walk around like this a little bit, like with their shoulders, up. So we could look at each person, and a repatterning would be offering some kind of guidance through words and touch and maybe movement suggestion that can bring that person to a new experience of themselves. It can also mean some body work, so it feels good. And with each person, it might be slightly different. But the repatterning process would be to see, does it have something to do maybe with their emotions? Does it have something to do with their holding their breath? Does it have something to do with they hurt their arm? And then, for example, one repatterning way would be to find where do we learn to support ourselves? Because we come from evolutionary, we come from being on 4 quadrupeds. So we would learn to support ourselves like this. And when you lay on your belly and do this as a baby, you actually place your shoulder blade and your arms in a way that builds an alignment where your shoulders aren't here in the right place. But if you don't do that movement, then your arms are kind of lost. They're kind of lost. They don't have that memory of like, oh, and the lungs don't have the memory of rising up away from gravity. And so a repatterning process would be that process of movement and of engagement with that person, talking with them, guiding them through, touching them, giving them homework, and that would change their options so they could breathe better, walk better, maybe even have more ease in their life, not be afraid maybe. That is a repatterning process. Sometimes it also just means a repatterning could be the way I would guide someone with my hands. So say I would do this movement. So that's a spirillic movement, which is how all movement is in the body. And when you learn to do this movement, eventually you learn to coordinate, and I would guide you with my hands, and then that's a repatterning process. So then you go, oh, even my left arm feels better than my right now doing that movement. So that's a repatterning process of change, guided change.